Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Amelia Tola.
And I'm TJ Shaw. Live entertainment is a big part of downtown Blacksburg.
However, there might be a tax imposed on it now. Noelle Lane has more on this.
Back in December, the Blacksburg Town Council was discussing adding an entertainment or admissions tax to the budget. Since then, however, there has been very little talk about if the tax will be added. The town attorney proposed the idea for this tax in a work session in December. This tax would be 5% increase on ticket prices or door fees. There are a few places in the state of Virginia that have a version of this tax, such as Virginia Beach and Roanoke. The tax would be implemented on places like Tots, Sycamore Deli, and the new IMAX. Sycamore Deli owner Mike Weber does not think this tax will affect his business directly.
It won't affect me. At first I thought it was going to, but it really doesn't, because the money from the door, like if we collect, any place who collects money at the door, it usually goes to the band. So it actually now it all falls on the band's responsibility to pay those taxes.
There are certain places in the town that would be exempt from this tax, such as any charitable event, museum admissions, Blacksburg High School events, and performances at Virginia Tech. The council has not decided if businesses such as the Lyric will be affected by this tax, since it is a nonprofit. This tax was never considered before, since there were no businesses that would bring lots of money in. However, with the new IMAX, there is a belief that this will bring a lot of money to the town. This tax has many minor details that still need to be worked out before it will be put on the agenda for public hearing. The tax has only been proposed and is not in the current budget and will not be voted on anytime soon. If you would like more information about what is going on in the town of Blacksburg, attend a town council, which are held twice a month. For dates, visit www.blacksburg.gov.
Thanks, Noelle. Police have charged a Hanover County school bus driver with reckless driving after the bus hit a pickup truck. The Hanover County Sheriff's Office says the bus driver is also charged with following too close. The driver has yet to be identified. The pickup's driver was taken to a hospital for treatment for minor injuries. 3 students on the bus were also taken to a hospital for evaluation as a precaution. The bus was traveling to South Anna Elementary School in Montpelier when the accident occurred Tuesday morning. The Sheriff's Office says the pickup was stopped in a traffic lane waiting to make a left turn when it was hit by the bus. Many universities are going through several changes academically and recreationally. Whether these innovations are accepted is up to the students and the faculty to decide. Newsfeed reporter Amelia Tola has more.
Radford is getting a facelift. Ever since the tenure of President Penelope Kyle began, the university has been under constant construction as new buildings and renovations have increased exponentially. Since Kyle arrived, the school has received approval and funding for more than $330 million in capital projects. Among these projects are a new building for the College of Business and Economics and a new Student Fitness and Wellness Center. The new College of Business and Economics building, or COBE for short, costs around $44 million and contains a number of state-of-the-art features. Graduate Assistant Ryan Webb believes the building is expected to bolster the institution's already highly rated business school.
Because there's so much more to do. There's more capacity for students, and they can study here. They go to the trading room, do stuff on computers, and I believe it really has helped out the College of Business.
Radford continues its path to expansion this year with the opening of the new Fitness and Wellness Center. The 3-story, 110,000 square foot building is a state-of-the-art gym with cardio, weight room, swimming pool, and a basketball court all included. The center will also serve as a tool to recruit new students. While most are appreciative of the long overdue upgrade, student Alex Shamarkey is uncomfortable with the cost of all this renovation.
Actually has discouraged me a little. I heard through the grapevine that the building of the new buildings cost the university too much and they laid off a lot of teachers because of it.
This has been one of the hot-button issues surrounding Kyle's leadership. While she has a one-track mind on pushing the university to new heights and greater status among its peers, it remains to be seen whether this renovation is sustainable and what impact it will have on the community. Many people at the university have very uneasy feelings regarding the new innovations made during President Kyle's tenure. However, changes are not always embraced at first, but welcomed later on in the future. Only time will tell if Radford students and faculty will learn to appreciate these new developments. Reporting for the Newsfeed, I'm Amelia Tola.
For more information on Radford's current and future developments, visit www.radford.edu.
Residents have been sweeping up broken glass and other debris from Monday's violence in Baltimore. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan visited an intersection early Tuesday morning that was littered with burning cars. He vowed not to leave the city unprotected. Police with riot shields were blocking some streets Tuesday, and National Guard troops were deployed. The rioting was the worst such violence in the U.S. since a protest that broke out over the death of Michael Brown in Missouri. The unrest followed the funeral for Freddie Gray, who died of an unexplained spinal injury a week after his arrest. At least 15 officers were hurt, and at least 24 people were arrested. A 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew is being enforced.
Just ahead on the news feed, people build and live in shacks for an entire week. Wonder why?
That story and more after this break.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the newsfeed. Starting a career as a sports broadcaster is one of the toughest job fields to get into. There are very few openings every year, and they pay very little, and are usually in small towns and cities that you have never heard of.
Virginia Tech Athletics and IMG College offers students a unique opportunity to get ahead. Newsfeed reporter CJ Fiala has more.
Virginia Tech students looking to make a career in sports broadcasting realize that it isn't the easiest task at hand. Every experience and opportunity is crucial to building a solid resume, which can help students get a job. IMG College at Virginia Tech handles all the media broadcasts of Virginia Tech varsity sports. They offer a unique internship that gives students the opportunity to build their resume tapes.
The internship allows you to work on what you love. For me, it's broadcasting. So I get to work on my skills in front of the camera, but we also get to sit back and critique other broadcasts, which makes you more, I think, well-rounded as a broadcaster. And as an intern, you know what to look for. That way, when you're in the real world and you're in a real work setting, you're able to critique your colleagues and also receive constructive criticism and know when people are on the mark and when they're off the mark, as well as just be open to constructive criticism in general.
Andrew Allegretta, the internships director, is the voice of women's basketball and baseball for Virginia Tech and looks at the opportunity for students as essential in their careers.
One of the unique things that we wanted to do with this IMG internship was provide as much hands-on experience as we possibly could. We had this window, this vacancy here at Virginia Tech of all these Olympic sports events that the coaches wanted to broadcast, and we needed people to do them. So it was a perfect combination of being able to include students to get out there, get real-world experience, broadcast these games for Hokiesports.com, and then get immediate feedback really on a weekly basis on their play-by-play skills, on their broadcasting skills. It gives them something that they can do tangibly on a regular basis in a real-life situation where coaches are watching, where parents are watching, where student-athletes are watching. It's a hands-on thing. It's a real-world environment. It's something that matters to these people who are watching these games on Hokiesports.com, and then you get that immediate feedback on a weekly basis to improve yourself. It's very hands-on, and it's focused on getting better every single week. That's what we really like.
The experience that the students gain is crucial to the future success of these young broadcasters, and Virginia Tech Athletics and IMG College is looking to give them that opportunity. Reporting for the newsfeed, I'm CJ Fiala.
For more information on the internship and how to get involved with IMG College at Virginia Tech, visit hockeysports.com/radio.
A federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit by a Connecticut father who said a baseball Little League demoted his 9-year-old son to a lower-level team because of the father's plans to build affordable housing next to a former league official's home. U.S. District Judge Victor Bolden in Bridgeport dismissed the lawsuit Monday. He says Christopher Sifoni did not prove any allegations in the lawsuit he filed against the Darien Little League and its officials in 2015. Sifoni also alleged the retaliation was part of larger concern by Darien residents that affordable housing would draw black people to the wealthy and mostly white town. A lawsuit by another developer accuses the town of rejecting his affordable housing proposal in an effort to keep out minorities. Town officials deny the allegations.
In addition to buying caps and gowns and sending out announcements, Virginia Tech asks seniors to complete a post-grad survey as they prepare for graduation. Each semester, Career Services at Virginia Tech sends an online survey to graduating seniors. The purpose of the survey is to learn more about students' career planning during college and their future plans. Graduating seniors are encouraged to respond because the information is important to the university and its employers. Catherine Copeland, Senior Assistant Director of Career Services, reported only 60% of graduates complete the survey. Some students, like HNFE senior Lily Nealon, think they should send the survey out later.
Send it out right before finals let out, or like right before graduation, because like I said, the end of the semester is pretty busy for me, and I think more people would fill it out if it was open then.
The post-graduation report reveals information collected in the survey, such as student salaries and the number of students attending graduate or professional school. Annual post-graduation reports can be found online at www.career.vt.edu.
Lifetime says it's joining in the Full House revival with a behind-the-scenes movie of the long-running family sitcom with the working title, The Unauthorized Full House Story. The film promises to unveil the pressures on cast members to balance the family life depicted on the show with the more complicated reality of their own real lives. The creative team behind the project also produced Lifetime's The Unauthorized Saved by the Bell story. No cast or air date was announced for the film, which is in development. The news comes on the heels of Netflix's announced plans for 13 episodes of Fuller House, a current day reboot of the sitcom. The original Full House aired ABC from 1987 to 1995, with stars including John Stamos and Bob Saget.
Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit organization that helps build affordable homes for those living in poverty. At Virginia Tech, the annual Shackathon promotes the organization and gets students involved in the fight against homelessness. Organizations participating in Shackathon volunteer to build and live in a makeshift shack for an entire week. Participants actively raise money over the course of the week to spread awareness about the cause. Each shack offers their own way of fundraising for the cause. Things like t-shirts, baked goods, raffle tickets, and candy are all offered to those able to donate.
Come out and build shacks, and we raised $7,000 in that week. This year we have 13 groups coming out, and they actually build and live in their own shacks. So each shack belongs to a different organization.
This year, 13 organizations ranging from Greek life to sports teams are participating in the event. Last year, Habitat raised over $7,000, and the goal is to raise $15,000 during this year's event. All the money raised will go towards building a house in the local Blacksburg community.
That will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed. If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know. Send us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com.
Thanks for watching. I'm TJ Shaw.
And I'm Amelia Tola.